Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a video that's called Strategy Rollouts and Cruise Ship Craps. I'm going to be doing a one-player, two-strategy rollout of a channel I told you to go check out in my last couple of videos. The guy's name is Dan Tana357. He's got a Butterburg strategy and I'm for some reason attracted to it, but it does have its risk and it does have its holes, but when it works, it works. He's played it, I think 13 or 14 days straight now, and he's doubled his bankroll. I'm not looking to do that. We're going to talk about what I look for when I play, especially on the cruise ship level. So we are going to be having this video called Strategy Rollouts and Cruise Ship Craps. So with the strategy rollout and cruise ship craps, we are going to be doing this rollout. We have our table set up. We're going to get over there in just a second. But first of all, let me tell you for this past weekend, for the Craps-a-thon, hey, thumbs up to everybody out there that watched, tuned in, participated, donated. Hope you enjoyed it. John's going to break down every one of the hours for each one of the content providers that was on to be able to post on their channel. You can go back and see that. As you know, you should know how much we donated. So these videos that are being recorded now are being recorded earlier than the finish of the telethon. I'll just put it to you that way. All week long, I'm going to be doing some videos that's going to be getting me in the mood to practice for rolling out craps on the cruise ship, because it's $5 double odds. If you don't know what I'm talking about, 3, 4, 5 odds. Don't find them on a cruise ship. Double odds is all you get. But I can expect the tables to be $10 or $15 and maybe even $25 at the Atlantis when we get there later in the week. So let's go ahead and head on over to the table and we'll get this thing started. We are actually going to, we're going to have a $2,000 bankroll. We're going to be running two strategies. So bear with me as I tell you just a little bit about this strategy. Trying to get a couple things engaged here just so I don't have to do it when I get to the table. All right, so we have a $2,000 bankroll. We have 14 in black, we have 500 in red, and 500 in green, and then we have the red and the white there to make the 2,000. So the backwall lay is what I'm going to be doing here first on all the come outs. And for those of you that haven't seen the video before and or seen another channel that's done it, basically you're laying $180 against the back wall on the come out. After the come out is over with, you take it down. Guys, I can tell you, most dealers hate it. Most dealers don't understand it. And the box person can't stand it as well. I did this on my previous cruise and totally confused the little girl that was the dealer. One of the box people understood what I was looking for. The other box person did not understand it and was totally confused. I play this at my local casino. I have to do 40 on the 4 and the 10, 30 anywhere else, and that's how I'm going to do it. So basically we're going to have 40 and 40 on the 4 and the 10, that's 80, then 30, 30, 30, 30 is going to make up $200. So what it would look like something like this against the back wall. Guys, you know my table's one-sided. I can't get back there. So what it's going to look like is something along the lines of this. And in order to simulate this as I roll this out each time, and then you would have a VIG. You'd have a dollar VIG. Instead of doing it that way, I'm going to put $200 in front here, simulating the lay. That's the back wall lay. We have $6 in VIG. There's $6 in VIG. So obviously when you establish a point, I'm going to have to take 30 out of my bankroll. Now, the Butterburg side of this is a do-we-don't, and then I'm going to lay, sorry, use the word lay, I'm going to place each one of the points, each one of the boxes, sorry, with the exception of the point, and then we are going to take a hit and come down, and 2 hits and down. I have found that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, because the downfall in this, first of all, in the come out is a 12. You're going to lose 50 on the pass line. There's no hedge there. But on the 7, we are protected because we're going to win $80 on a come out 7. each and every time. Actually, I guess it's really not $80 because we're going to have a do we don't. So my stupidity there is we are actually going to win the whole 130 on a come out 7. So maybe we should hedge against a 12 for a couple bucks. I don't know. Either way, guys, that's how the Butterburg is played. Once he establishes a point, he puts max odds. In this case, it's going to be $300. Get a couple hits, reduce the odds as well. You'll see how it goes along. So the first thing we have to do is we have to start a point, establish a point, and by doing so, everything I'm going to be doing today is random in this video, so I will not be setting any dice. Okay, so dice are out, and there is a 5, 4, 9. All right. So what will happen is the point will come to become a 9. Oops. I'm going to take $1 for the vig. I'm going to put this $200 back over here and take $30 out, because that's what we would have lost on the 9. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute, you're behind already. Well, yeah, we are. All right. I am buying the 4 and the 10, so it costs 2 more bucks. They will be buys. And the last thing we need to do on the Butterburg side, because the wall came down, is we need to do max odds, $300. All right, so now we have this set up the right way. Just making sure that I have, if you hear the little feet print or claws on the floor, that's my dog, Bailey. All right, so we have it established. We're looking for 2 hits and down, and this is how we play the Butterburg. Now, if we get into a log roll, guys, this is going to be boring, so if you're playing it at home and I'm going too fast, just stop the video while you catch up. Dice are out. And there's a 3, 1, 4. That's a pretty good one, because that's actually going to pay us $100 for 2, because it's a buy. All the rest of them, we're going to get $70. So we need $2 out of there. All right. So what you do is you bank the 100, you pull the 4 down. We're not going to get the vig back because we hit on it. And we're going to look for 1 more. All right. The dice are out. And aces doesn't help us any. Aces. Well, got to remember to stop there in that cam where I'm showing you the close-up of the dice. All right. Somebody asked me to do that, and then they told me they actually wanted to see when I set the dice here what my dice sets were actually. How they work. We'll talk about that in another video. Dice are out. Oh, all right, there's a 5, 1, 6. So there's our 2 hits. And if you kind of think about what we did, yes, we did 5, 1, 6. Yes, we did lose 31, establishing the come out. But in this case, oh shoot, guys, you know me. Got to have 60 out there, sorry. So in this case, we have 60 on the, oops, 6, Jeff, not the 8. We have 60 on the 8. It's going to pay us 70. We're just going to rack everything up. And you can see how we lost 31, we won 100, and we won 70, less the bigs. So in this case, after this, we are off. Now, at some point, he does start reducing the odds. Right now, we have 160 exposed. So in this case, I would go ahead and reduce the odds down by 100 to win 2. At this, we're up at the moment, so we're okay on the odds. We're going to go with the fact that the 7 is going to come. If it doesn't come, that 250 or 200, because we have a do we don't, is going to enter in and affect our profit margin. All right, dice are out. And there's a 617. Not on this roll. Okay, so on the 617. Perfect. We were off on our bets up there. We have a 7. These 2 will push. That should have been 210. Sorry, guys. Should have been 210 on the odds. I'll get that straight in a minute because the math works better. Where he plays it at the black level at 600 on the odds, it just works out a heck of a lot better math-wise. Okay, so 210 is going to win us 140. All right, so it's a push here. There's 140. All right, do a couple rolls of these. All right, they are going to still be off. We are going to lay the back wall for 180. We'll bring this odds bet down. We're going to lay the back wall for 180. We're going to need $6 out here for our VIG, because where I play, they take it up front, and they do that also on the cruise ship. All right, so coming out, shooter number 2, dice are out. And there's a 7 on the come out. That's perfect. Let me see if I can squeeze all this in there in that one shot. Can you see that? Oh, sure you can. All right, so right now we would have 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 40 laid with this 200. So immediately we're going to lose that VIG. And do we don't pushes. And since we have the 200 there, we are going to win $130. Guys, don't count on this always being like this, because it does not go this way. If your casino allows you to do the 180 and the back wall 30 against everything, you're going to win 120. All right, so come back up for the VIG. Go ahead and rack that. That was a come out 7. Okie dokie. And the dice are out. All over the place. Looks like we're going to have a 5-1-6. 5-1-6. All right. So with the 5-1-6, $1 for the VIG, we'll go ahead and take the back wall down, and we're going to lose the $30 that was on the 6. 31 total with the VIG. We're going to put 300 on the odds. Come back up with the rest of the platform. We're going to have to buy the 4. There's $1. And we will be off to the races. The point is 6. And I have to tell you guys, at this particular point, it's the way he plays it, there is a pucker factor. I really do worry about this. I don't know that I like the specific odds, but I understand that you have $100, $260 out here, and on the 300 in odds, you certainly do have that covered. So you know, it's just how it is. Dice are out, and there's a 3-1-4. All right, perfect. 3-1-4. Again, we're looking for 2 hits and down. He plays it a variety of ways. If you go over to the channel, like I said, there is at least 13 or 14 episodes of it out at the black level. I know that during that process, he's doubled his money. He starts with a $3,000 bankroll. It's 100 for 2. He starts with a $3,000 bankroll, and he doubles his money by the time he gets to the end of it. All right, there's our first hit. We also have to pull this down, which reduces some of the exposure. All right, some of the exposure. One more hit, and we'll do the same thing. Dice are out. And there's a 4-1-5. Perfect. Perfect. 4-1-5. 50 is going to pay us 70. $50 is going to pay us 70. We're going to pull the 50 down. We're going to rack everything. I can see we're going to wind up with a lot of red. Okay, so we're going to come off on these bets. We're going to reduce the odds down to, what we got out there? 160. Yeah, let's go let's see, what's that? 150, 160. Just trying to figure out what we should do there. 180 wins us 150, so let's go ahead and make it 180. All right, taking the odds down. You can never go back up to the level we were, but we're down now. We have it. We have that covered, although probably we should probably be at, we probably should be at the 210 to win. Yeah, let's go 210. 210. So we're dropping the odds down by 90. 210 would win us 175. All right, we've put the 5 in there. All right, dice are out. And there's a 459. 459. We're off on our bets. We've accomplished what we need to accomplish here. Dice are out. Actually, you know, I don't know why I was thinking that. I was doing the math, protecting the numbers, and we're off. There's another 9. So probably not to, I probably had that right the first time. We did, sorry guys. I didn't do the math on this. I was always playing it at his level. 180 will win us 150, right? Am I wrong on that? I don't think so. All right, dice are out. And there's an 8. 538. Dice are out. There's a 549. Now think about how many more hits we would have had on this shooter. 2 9s and an 8. This is what I said, it gets boring as we play along here. Dice are out. And there's the 7 out. Okay. This strategy is made for, you know, your average roll 7 out. Okay, our bets were off at the top. We're going to be off. This is a push. So 180, that's 6. Yeah, 150. Oops, almost paid myself out of my winnings. Okay. So as you can see here, so far so good. The downfall in this strategy is when you get hit on the point when you're up on your max odds. And that happened to me a lot when I ran it through Craps. It also happened to me a lot when I ran it on my phone app. All right, let's get some change. 206 is going to be the VIG with the Backwall aid. So we have 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 40. For those of you that don't understand it, it saves me from setting it up and taking it down each time. There are, one of the YouTube content providers did say that his casino allowed him to turn these off. And I don't remember if that was John or not, but if that's the case, that would be great. Here on my side of the United States, they do not allow you to do that. All right, this will be the last Butterburg, then we'll move on to some cruise ship craps. All right, dice are out. And there's a 7 on the come out. Now we've had 2 times we've had a come out, which is really going to pad to our winnings. I can tell you that, guys. All right, but it always doesn't happen that way. So we have it laid for 200. 200. You do the math. 25, 20, and 20. That's 65 times 2 is 130. 130 is what we're going to win. We are going to owe the $6 VIG again. Okay. So come out 7. Dice are out. Oh, back-to-back come out 7s. Man, I tell you what, you're looking for a 20% win. Damn, if we didn't do it this time. Guys, I can tell you that this does not always happen this way. When I ran into Craps, I had a losing session several times. And when I ran on my phone app, I had a big losing session playing at the black level. I decided to kick it down. There's 130. We owe 6 in the VIG. I was talking to another content provider through comments on Dan Tana 357's website, which is Greg, by the way, 555s. And so I'm not saying he doesn't like it at the black level, but it does take some cojones to be able to do that in a deep pocket. I don't have a deep pocket. I was playing it at the quarter level, and it was just like I was just beating myself against the wall, my head against the wall, just to try to get ahead. And I kind of liked it at this level right here. All right, dice are out. Still trying to set a point. There's a Yo 11. Now that Yo 11 isn't going to hurt us because we're going to be offset there. We would lose here and win there. That's why the do we don't. The table would actually change that, and you'd have to put money back up and they'd pay you. Dice are out. So the only thing that hurts you on this come out here is here's a hard 10, is they come out craps 12 will hurt you. All right. So we have a hard 10. Point's going to be a 10. We're just going to shift this buy that we've already paid for. Well, we're going to pay for it again, but down there. We're going to take the VIG, the dollar for the VIG will come out. They'll give us the rest of the VIG back. All right, my blacks are full. And we are going to have to lose the $40 that was on the 10. It's $40 on the 10. That's coming off the table. We come back up. 50 and 60. We do 2 hits and down. We're going to do max odds again. And let's see what happens. I can tell you that when I rolled this out before, on my phone app especially, I was hitting these 4s and 10s when we were in a good position. I was letting these go more than 2 hits and down, and the next thing you know, boom, I'd get smashed there. All right, dice are out. All right, 415. Now I'm recording these videos in advance for this week as I prepare to go away on vacation, so I don't know what order they're going to come out, but anyway, you'll see as they come out if you stay to the end. Now, that's going to be a $70 winner. We have 50 on the 5, 70. We pull the 50 down, reduces our exposure. Now we're down at 220. All right, 5 is entered, dice are out. Hitting the point, whew, almost talked that right up. Hitting the point is a gut wrencher in this strategy, but you got to have the stamina and the patience to wait that out. All right, so the 9 is going to pay us 70. All right, take the 50 down. Now you can see what's exposed on the board here is 170 is what it is exposed on the board. So 170. I like to leave this here because it's the 4 and the 10. I have found out that I got burnt on that, so we want to make some money on the 7. If we take 100 off, it'll give us an opportunity to make 100. If this turns into a super long roll, guys, just take everything down and let the hand finish out. You've already won $140 on the hand, plus the 2 come out 7s of 130. That has really, really helped us. So we're off on the place bets. I reduced the odds from max odds. I'm down to 4 times odds on the don't line. We have a do we don't. Dice are out. There's a 415. Now keep in mind now, if we'd have left the bets up, you know, we could have made some more money, but he always pulls them down, and I understand why. You're winning and reducing your exposure all at the same time. But guys, when you hit that point, and we haven't done it, and we won't do it in this video because this is the last Butterburg combination backwall lay, it is gut-wrenching. Dice are out. All right, there's another 5, 415. We're not on it, plus we're off on our bets. All right, dice are out. And there is a 549. Now we're hitting 5s and 9s. Don't have anything on it anyway. That roll, guys, that was a 549. We don't have anything on it anyway, but we're off, so it wouldn't make any difference. Dice are out. This is why I said it can get boring on a long roll. There's a 538. Now there's the first time we would have actually made some more money had we stayed on. But if you take a look at this 8, that is the shooter's 10th roll, 10th. And this is made for the average 7 out. Oh, you know what I have been doing wrong? I just realized, guys, I have been doing something wrong. And if he's watching, he should correct me. So I'll go ahead and tell you. After you pull your lay down, you burn a roll before you put any money up. And I have not been doing that in this video. So there is a mistake in the video, guys. I will put that in the description below. I did make a mistake. I'll roll this out again this week a couple times, maybe 3 shooters, another video to show you that. And my thought process with this back wall back here laid was the potential to, depending on where we went with what point we get, is whether or not you take that lay down or not. And I'll explain that later. That's just a twist. Anyway, we're going to continue to play it this way. I have not burned a roll so far. It has been good to us. 11th roll, dice are out. 6, 2, 8. All right, now his philosophy, we would have got paid on the last 8. We would have pulled that down, but there again, there's another payday for you. That's why I said this can be very, takes a lot of patience and can be very tedious for somebody that is a craps adrenaline junkie that likes to see something happen on every single roll. There's another 4-1-5. If you're playing along at home, you're probably winning on the light side. Dice are out. All right, and that's going to be a, I think that's going to fall as a 6. It's a yo 11. Now, the longer this roll goes, the more likely I am to take some more of that money down, because it's going to cut into our profit. So one more roll. You know what they say about one more roll? As long as we don't get the 10 or the 7 here, I'm going to reduce the odds down. Dice are out. And there's a 7. Perfect. Did it just in time. Just in time. All right. So there's a 7. Okay, so these will be offsetting. And I'm going to put this over there because we're going to count up our rack. And we have 200. 200 is going to pay us 100. And real quick on the Butterburg, let's just take a look at what we won, because I'm going to switch over and play some. Need to get $1 back on my vig too. Taking that down. All right. Oh, okay. I'm going to trade these red up. Well, you know what? I'm going to need them for the cruise ship because I'm running out of room over here with what happened. We did really well on this strategy. All right. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2,000. That's 2,500. Okay, so we're up 500. 6, 7. There's 800. We're up. Wow. Did I do something wrong? 8. I got these 2 black down here. 8, 9, 10. Wow. We did start with 2,000 in chips, right? 14, 19, 20. Wow, how we did really well on this strategy. Almost makes me want to roll it out again, but that's not this video. So let's count this up again. Let's see, that's 2,000. There's 2,500, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 3,000. There's 3,050. There's 31, 3. 3103. Wowza, wowza, wowza. All right, I don't have enough room all over here, so I am gonna get myself 100 for those red. Although I'm probably gonna need the change as soon as we get started with this cruise ship craps. All right, just gonna put everything back over here, guys. You can see where we were. All right, so on the cruise ship, it's minimum table $5. And what I typically do is I plan out 3 sessions. There was another 100 over there, guys. I'm not even sure if that doesn't belong, and if that's the case, then we were actually 3,200 up. Cruise ship craps is real simple. $5 on the pass line. It's just so simple to play that it's part of it is that you can actually lose money quick because you think it's so cheap to play, and the next thing you know, you're doing your inside or whatever you're doing, and you're 7 and out 3 hands later at $40 or $50 a hand. You know, you're out your money. So I'm gonna play one hand light-handed, one hand dark-handed. I'm gonna just pretend it's a random roller on both of them. So I'm coming up to the table. I got a $5 pass line, nothing else. Dice are out. Now on the cruise ship, there's a 10. Figures I wouldn't be on the hard 10. I wouldn't be on the dark side here because I play $15 dark on the table there to start out. All right, hard 10. Look how easy this is, guys. It's just so easy to put this 22 out there. It's easy. The other thing I do like about the table on the cruise ship, at least the one I went on in October, same cruise line. We'll talk about more of that when I get on the ship. They have the ATS. The ATS up here. I usually play 2-1-2. If you hit one side of it, they pay you the 30 for 1. So you get $6, but they keep your $2. the chips that they slide across here for the ATS, they flip it over and they start doing it again. And you can put more money, you can pad more money up here. They want you to put some of that winnings back up here on these all tall small. When I was on a cruise ship, I hit the tall and the all a couple times, and I hit the all tall. I saw the all tall small hit, but I never saw anything hit more than once. So that's probably just another $1 or $2 bet that you wasted away. But hell, you just won 50. What the hell? All right, so why is the hard 10 not in there? All right, cruise ship $5 craps. We switched away from Butterburg and the Backwall. Dice are out. All right, there's a 7 out. This is what I'm talking about. If I did this a couple more times, guys, that would be really quick to lose some money fast. All right, so, and you saw what happened. Point established, point out, and there's $27 that's gone. You do that 5 times, you can see why it's so simple at that low level. At least it is for me, to think that, oh, $22 is nothing, $22 is nothing. You know, even if you came out there for, you know, 42, or maybe go all the way across. I mean, it can add up on those quick 7 outs. Okay, so now let's go ahead and come up here. I'm gonna play the dark, how I play it on the ship. A little lower level because I'm recreational playing. I don't get seriously in playing on the cruise ship until after I make my stop at the Atlantis, and then I come back and I play like something that you've seen me do before. All right, so let's come out with a point. This will be the last shooter. Dice are out. Let's see what we can do here. There's a 4-2-6. All right, it's a tough number to go against, but we'll do it at this level. 4-2-6. All right, how are we going to do this? No squeeze 4 in this video, guys. The next video will have a squeeze 4 in it. Not at this level, but I'll do a squeeze 4 before the week is up at the $15 level. You're laying for 70 instead of 140 or something like that. So we got 15. Doesn't give us a whole lot to do. There's a couple ways that we can do this. Let me get some red. There's a couple ways that we can do this. All right. We could put some odds back here, which, you know, at $15 level, that's going to give us 25, 35. That gives us 40 to play with. So 40 to play with would give us, a lot of people don't like this, gives us, we're going to try to get to our base. This is a $5 table, guys. We're looking to do 10, 20, 30, well, let's see, 10, 20, $31 across. That would be the base. We can do that very simply here. So in order to do that, let me get some whites as well, because I'm going to hop the 5s for 2 each. Try to get there fast. That will give us, you know, $30 win there. Take that off. This is our change. Get my chips sorted right, because I'm a little anal retentive over here with the chips. And we're going to run the come progression just like we normally do, 3 times each, or until we get the base established. Guys, if we hit an 8 or even a 2 or a 12, we're pretty close to establishing our base. All right, 6 is the point. Dice are out. Ah, how about that, guys? Look at this. Oh, man. All right. This is going to be the last shooter. How often do you actually see that happen? We see that happen an awful lot, where we see a point made and a 0.7 out. So let's take a look at what we're going to lose and what we're going to win. So we're going to lose here, here, and here, and here, and in the field. All right. So we're going to make 15 on the come. We're going to make 25 on the odds. And I'm going to need to make 15 over here. So we made 15, 25, 15, 40. We made, this should be 55. Yep, we made $55. We lost 30 and 4, 34. That's low level, dark side on a cruise ship. All right, guys, more to come this week on my cruise ship shenanigans, how I'm going to practice. That little Butterburg thing was just something I wanted to roll out and show my version of it at a lot lower than what Dan Tana 357 does. He does it at the black level. You can see it did us really well. If you're going to roll it out on your practice rig at home, do not play it till you go. Do not play it at the casino. Do it on your phone app, your computer game, or your practice rig. You will see that that doesn't always happen. Guys, there's no need to count this up because we're like way up there. You know, you're going to hear me talk about this week that I like to have, when I go and play in these places, I like to have the 20 to 30% range of what I'm going to play in my sessions. Real quick, I'll end with this. It's 35 minutes into the video. When I'm traveling, I go to Vegas, or I go to AC, I'm away from home, I have the same philosophy in my head, 20 to 30% win ratio, 20 to 30% loss ratio, and no more than 30%, and I walk away. On the cruise ship, I do 3 sessions. What I did this last time in the morning was practice. $5, 22, 22, 22. That was practice, me throwing the dice, because those dice are worn, the table's worn. It's not the same as one of my locals here or my table here. So then I come back later in the day and I do a session for probably about a $300 buy-in, still staying low. And then in the evening sessions, I come back with a $600 buy-in, depending upon what comedy show we go to or what show we're doing, what the group's doing. I go back afterwards and I play a longer session. So I'm going to play at least 3 sessions each day on the cruise ship. First morning session will be a practice at low levels. I'll probably buy in for $100 to $150 to $200. When I reach half of that, I would be done for my practice session because it just didn't work out. Because I want to throw the dice. And in the morning, there's very few people at the craps table. I get to throw the dice a lot. Even if I did a do-we-don't, or I just did the pass line with nothing out there, just playing the point, it gives me an opportunity to play. Guys, we'll talk about that a little later on in the video. This was a video that was called Strategy Rollouts. Come on, cooperate. Strategy Rollouts and Cruise Ship Craps. Little touch on the cruise ship craps. There's going to be more about that in the week to come, about what I'm going to be talking about there and what I'm going to be talking about novice players. If you didn't see a little tease last week, stand by. I'll explain it after, after another day or so. Hey, if you played over the weekend, you contributed, you donated, you participated, you watched, always click the like button up on all those channels, guys. Till next time, I want to say thank you for the Craps-a-thon from Mid-Atlantic Craps, and you know how much we donated. We'll be making that announcement here in the next couple of videos coming up, because I have some guys that are doing something outside of that I want to be able to contribute to that. We are at a minimum of $377 donation. I think we're going to be more than that. You're going to see. All right, guys, that's enough. Till next time, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. As always, I want you to be safe, play smart.